All right, so here we have a Freightliner Cascadia. This model happens to be a 2024, one of our newer trucks. Still similar outfitting to a lot of our other trucks. The major difference here is going to be it's got the Detroit drivetrain and the Detroit transmission. So starting from the front, we have our brush guard, standard on all of our new trucks. Just a standard chrome grille, hood mirrors, virgin steer tires, the one-piece windshield, which is standard on all of the new Freightliner Cascadias as well. They do have the crash mitigation, adaptive cruise, lane assist, that sort of thing. On the inside here, it's one of the deluxe interior packages. It has a full studio sleeper on it, double bunk, air ride seats on both sides, full interactive dash, pretty nicely well set up truck. All of our trucks, they do have block heaters in them as well. Have access to your batteries right there. Just depth and fuel tanks, side box. This door opens up as well to get you access to the bunk. We work our way back. We have just another chain box. Got to make sure you have your chains that you need. We do have a secondary battery box right here, which can also be used for storage. We have our condenser on the back for our APU unit to keep the air conditioning working in the truck when the truck's not running. We have our standard dual tires, all virgins on these as well. The brand new truck, stainless steel, aluminum rims. We have our sliding fifth wheel and all the air gauges that interact with that as well. Full-on air suspension, no leaf spring suspension. We do have disc brakes all the way around on the front and back. And then if we continue to work our way around here, you'll see our auxiliary power unit. That's just to help minimize our idle time, helps run the driver's any appliances that he has when the truck is not running, also helps charge the batteries, keep the truck warm when it needs to be warm. We have our second side box, works for underneath the bunk. We have this little guy here. This is a crash mitigation side radar sensor. Then we work our way up to the front, pretty standard on both sides, and our LED headlights. And that concludes our exterior of our Freightliner Cascadia. So next we're going to just pop the hood on this. Because we have our brush guard up front, a guy can try to climb on top of the brush guard, pull the hood that way. It's a little inconvenient. It's much safer and easier just to pull it like this. All of our hoods are spring assisted, and you just go real slow with it. Don't let it drop. You just go real slow with it. So here you'll see the Detroit diesel in it, the 15-liter. Very standard setup in a lot of these Freightliner trucks. It does have the 13-speed automatic transmission paired behind it. All right, so here we have one of our 2024 Kenworth T680s. The T680 is the only truck that we get from Kenworth. They are all outfitted with a Cummins 15-liter engine and the automatic 13-speed transmission. Along with that, all of our trucks, they do have crash mitigation on them. They are all studio sleepers with the high roof. They all have refrigerators, double bunks, certainly your air ride seats, all the amenities you'd want in a modern truck, just like being home. They also have the side sleeper doors. Not all trucks nowadays have that, so it's a nice luxury to have for the storage as well as an escape route if ever needed. We do have the side fairings that open that allow the drivers to easily get to their pigtails and air lines. And if we look here, we just have a simple chain box. You got to have chains running in the wintertime. On that side, we have our APU unit, allows the driver to charge the batteries of the truck. It's also intertied with the cooling system to keep the motor warm in the wintertime. We have a sliding fifth wheel. We also have the air assist unlocking of the fifth wheel, so you can unlock it right from your cab rather than needing to pull on it from underneath. We have full locking rear ends, allowing all 8 wheels to spin at the same time, try to help prevent a guy from getting stuck or buried underneath the trailer if that ever happens. All the trucks are disc brakes, air ride suspension, and they are really the premium package, a very nice outfitted truck that you can get with Kenworth. So now we're just going to look at the interior of the truck. So they all have air ride seats. The luxury gauges on the front, we also have, this is our PeopleNet, this is for our ELD. They have setups for a CB radio, refrigerator, room for a microwave TV stand, lots of cabinet space, closets, your double bunk, which is back here. You have access to your emergency side door there, as well as upper windows, studio compartment lights. Underneath the bunk is where the inverter is for plugging in and hooking up your any electronics that you might have. And then they do have the curtains on them to help close off the sleeper as well. So today we're going over one of our Peterbilt 579 trucks. This happens to be a 2023 model, spec'd out identical to all of our previous models, all the way down to the color. All of our new trucks that we spec out from the front to the back, they have the brush guard on them, chrome bumper, chrome grille, nice hood fender mirrors. We just run the standard Michelin tires. That's what we run on all of our trucks, both front and back. Always try to keep them up to the legal standards, of course. On the fronts, we always run virgin tires, and recaps we often run on trailers. So engine is a Cummins engine, the 15-liter Cummins paired to a 12-speed automatic transmission. We do have just a simple block heater, battery box. Interior of the truck is a full studio sleeper on it. This happens to be a driver's truck. And yeah, full interactive dash, air ride seats on both sides, double bunks, full adaptive cruise, crash mitigation, full lockers on the back end, gauges for everything and anything that a guy could possibly want. All these trucks do have the side box sleepers as well. Really great for storage, for getting access to whatever you might need. They all have a chain box on them. Got to make sure you have your required chains for going through certain states. Extra large catwalk. That radiator that you see, the condenser on the back there, that's for the air conditioning, for the auxiliary power unit. All of our trucks, regardless of the make and model, they all have true duals on them. We don't run super singles. We do run the aluminum rims on all of those as well. They all have sliding fifth wheels, all air suspension, and disc brakes all the way around on it to help prevent any extra wear and tear and tires locking up on you. Then on the far side here, we have an auxiliary power unit. That's designed to run just to help minimize our idle times, keep us out of the shop more. Just another side box and a window. And then we're just around to the front end again, where the front bumper and stuff like that is at. You can see it's a full studio sleeper up on top. It's not a mid-roof, it's not a low roof, it's a full studio sleeper. Now, something I just want to emphasize is, especially if you have your brush guard on, you can really see, you get your legs kind of tangled up, fall through here, hurt yourself trying to pull on that. Avoid that. Just take it easy. The hoods are very light, they're spring assisted. Lift it up from the side, save yourself the trouble of falling onto your own brush guard. So, basic Cummins 15 engine, or C15 15-liter engine. Really all there is to it. You can't see the transmission, that's buried back there, but yeah, overall a very solid engine. We run them in all of our PACCAR products.